England already lost 2 wickets during their slow performance before the rest day. Yet they trail by 352 runs in front of these minnows. Broad looks solid with his bat and skipper Gower in the other end. Their 2 in-form batsmen Lamb and Botham yet to come to the wicket. So, England starting the innings in positive manner on the 4th day morning.
Asantha and John is the bowler, and David Gower, the skipper, is taking strike. And 2 to Gower. Ravi Ratnayake, the man down at long leg. Fielder at gully is Marlon van Hart. 2 slips. Beautiful stroke.
That's short, pulled away in great style by Gower. Fine shot there. It's made for the shot, and Gower's the man to finally put it away. That's a better shot. Can't find the right length there. Short ones followed by half volley, and Chris Broad doing everything.
That's a great catch. That's one he'll remember for a long, long time. The middle has taken the wicket, and a magnificent catch by Amal Silva. Indeed it was. He had a long way to go. Well shot. David Gower goes to 50. He was 16 when he started this morning. He's played some very good-looking strokes. Nice shot by Allan Lamb. That's a confidence builder.
That's well bowled and beautifully caught. Off goes Gower, another catch for the keeper. A very good delivery there from Demel. A little bit of movement, just catching the outside edge, and that's a very early and good break for Sri Lanka. 210 for 4 with the... And he savaged that away, straight away. Short one, 4 runs. And it's beautifully caught. That fooled everybody. Botham looking to turn that leg side. Finishes up with the sub there, taking a magnificent catch in the gully. And he looks completely perplexed about it. 218 for 5. What an afternoon this has been for Sri Lanka so far. Gower and Botham in quick succession, Botham gone for 6. It's a good shot, 4 runs. Nice half volley on the leg stump. That was the shot of a good player, that. There's more runs here. Just flicked away again off his legs. That's the shorter of the 2 boundaries. And good work out there by Ranatunga, flicking it back for Ratnayake. He too has stroked it away very convincingly. That's good 4 runs. And Big John just losing a little in length and direction in that over. Found the gap this time very safely, very surely for 4 runs.
great disappointment for Sri Lanka.
That's through. Hardly before runs. Any ball struck with any sort of power over there, beating the field. Flighted that, give it a bit more air, and it's beautifully struck right in mid-on by Ellison. Long chase there for Dulit Mendes, but all to no avail. That's it. Safely away. They'll come back for 2 and make it into 3. Well, a good accomplished innings from Allan Lamb. He goes on to 52 now, out of England, total of 295 for 5.
In the air, safely held. McKnight takes the catch. De Silva the wicket, it's his second, and Ellison has gone for 41. And De Silva thoroughly deserved that. And a chase there for Mumtaz Yusuf, the 12th man. First time he's touched the ball, and it has to be retrieved from the boundary.
So, refreshed, here comes Demal. Short and hooked away. Great shot this by Gower. 6 runs by Gower, by Lamb, of course. And he's gone. So it's on the wicket for Demal. Neatly caught there at mid-wicket. Oh, first baller. So Demal's on the hat-trick. A long way to the pavilion. He went back instead of forward. Couple of short legs, to the mid-off, hat-trick ball. Demal to Pocock. And applause for the bowler, relief all round.
And he's off the mark. Well, Allan Lamb has managed to stay with him whilst that's been achieved. There it is. Thoroughly well-deserved 100. A very good innings, his 4th century of the season in 6 test matches. And that is a terrific performance. And Roy Dias has caught Allan Lamb at mid-wicket. The Northern John has just run up and loosened up with one that pitched not quite in his own half. Well, the shout came for... Yes, he's given Pocock out. Umpire David Evans. Great catch. No question it carried, although it was a close thing.
Who would thought Sri Lanka will take the lead of this game at the 4th day? Mighty England all out for 370 in front of an experienced Sri Lankan bowling lineup. During the day they scored 231 runs, losing 8 wickets. Broad added just 17 to his score and fall for 86. Gower made another beautiful 50, remembering his knock at Colombo in 1982. They both put 95 for the 3rd wicket. Botham out for 6, which put England into a bit of a difficult situation. Ellison, who displayed his ability in his debut match with West Indies in the previous game, continued to maintain his form. 41 runs in 79 balls give some room to breathe to English camp. He misses his maiden 50 by 9 runs, but scored his highest test score and built much needed 87 with Lamb for the 6th wicket. Others not much able to contribute much. Star of the show obviously Allan Lamb, who scores his 4th test 100 in the summer. He was very stylish and aggressive throughout the innings and scored 107 off 195 balls in 266 minutes with a 6 and 10 fours. Both Sri Lankan opening bowlers took 4 wickets each. John was able to maintain his rhythm throughout and it was unfortunate for him to miss his 5-wicket haul here. Asantha once again showcase his talent in English wickets just like 1983 World Cup. By taking Downton and a lot in back-to-back deliveries at one instance he was closer to take his hat-trick. But Pocock not letting it happen.
Allan Lamb was the star for England. They needed a big innings from him once David Gower had gone, and he played really well. And he talked just after the match with Peter West.
Alan, well played yet again. 400s in 5 test matches makes a pretty good summer.
Yeah, it hasn't been too bad. You know, getting 4 in this summer, really. I started off this sort of season as fighting for my place after the miserable winter tour. But it's always nice to come back and sort of show the critics I can do it.
Yes, that's right, because come the Lord's test match and the 2nd innings, and I think the media was suggesting that you might be in trouble holding on to your place.
They wanted my head to roll, so I had to really get 100 in the Lord's test match, which I did, and held my place and sort of had success from there onwards.
How do you contrast those 300s and the fire and the brimstone of the West Indies compared with the more tranquil surroundings of the Sri Lankan test match?
Well, there's a big difference. It's such a slow wicket out there, and you know, just to get your timing, if you don't get a half volley, it's very difficult to get it off the square there. And you know, you just got to keep on fighting, and you know, just take the 1s and 2s when you can get them. Hit the bad ball for 4.
Is it getting lower and slower?
Yes, I think it's probably the slowest test wicket I've played on.
On the other hand, if you keep your patience and concentration, there ought to be a lot of runs in it.
Well, yes, you know, it's long innings as you've got to play there. You know, if they don't bowl any bad balls, it's a lot of hard work out there, and you've just got to fight on.
What about tomorrow? What do you think is going to happen then, Alan?
Well, I think they'll be batting tomorrow. Anything really. You know, on that week, I can't see us bowling them out again. So it looks like we've got a long day in the field again.
When you go to bed tonight, will you be careful the way you pull the curtains?
Certainly. I won't get up too early this time.
What exactly happened?
No, I just got up on Saturday morning about sort of 6 o'clock, and there was some light coming into the room, and I just wanted to close the curtain. And I just sort of stuck my left hand up and pulled on the curtain, closed it, and I went in the neck. It's very funny, really.
Another memorable day for Pat Pocock. Finally he was able to score his first test run in the summer in addition to save the hat-trick. Pocock was called to English team to face West Indies before this game after 8 years. His last game was at 1976. In this summer he faces 4 innings to West Indies at Manchester and the Oval and scores nothing but a duck in all occasions. So, technically this is his first run after 8 years, which was a different type of a record. At the end of the 4th day Sri Lanka in a lead of 121 runs. Remind you that not like England, they have only 2 years of experience in Test arena. Despite the results of 5th day still they can walk out tomorrow with their head held high. Let's find out what has happened on the final day of the Test in our next episode.